We're here at Dave & Buster's, and we're gonna go look for
Luigi's Mansion Arcade.
Yeah, we're gonna go try the Luigi's Mansion Arcade. So, hang on.
Yeah.
Sir, you're too young to be at the bar. Cheers. Giant Space Invader. We are.
Oh, here's the.
So we have Poltergeist.
Here's the thing.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Ready?
This one recorded.
Everybody, so what you just saw is we went to Dave & Buster's recently and we played Luigi's Mansion arcade game. It wasn't our first time playing it. They used to have it at the Dave & Buster's where we live. That one was not right where we live. And we played it a few times there also. It's kind of like the forgotten Luigi's Mansion game. People talk about the first one and Dark Moon. People kind of forget that the arcade one exists, so we thought we'd talk about that a little today. So what are your thoughts on the arcade one?
Well, I kind of like how it's just like Dark Moon a lot. Like they have the same ghosts and same mansions, it's like same characters.
Yeah, if you watched that earlier part, you saw that graphically it's copying, or it's based off the Dark Moon game. Same designs, same mansions, same ghosts. Yeah, we really love the original. I like Dark Moon also, but I like the original more. And it would have been cool if there were some elements from the original in there as well as Dark Moon, or if there was like two modes, one with the original and one with Dark Moon, or a different arcade game that has the original. So that's a little bit of a letdown if you're a big fan of the first one and you don't love the second one. I think that the cabinet is really cool. As you saw a little in that video, it lights up, it's really well decorated, it's dark inside, it's a sit-down cabinet, you're fully surrounded, little window behind you for people to watch, which can be cool, can be kind of weird when you look and there's just people watching you play. But
yeah, like there's a few little kids that part of it was watching us.
But definitely really cool looking cabinet. I really like the style of that. And then you've got the poltergust down in front of you, and then you've got the big part that you're holding, which is huge. You probably picked up on there, but it's probably like, I don't know, 2 feet wide, 1.5 feet wide.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
Essentially that's your aiming device to aim at the screen, and then it plays pretty similar to Dark Moon, where you flash the ghosts and then you can try to suck them up. One of the differences is, since it's motion control based, you're yanking them to the sides and you have to keep yanking them in different directions. Kind of like if you've played the Ghostbusters game that came out for the Wii, it's very similar to where you need to yank it around on that one.
Yeah, there's something kind of strange I noticed. There was this little thing that I noticed last time I saw before. I noticed that when you suck up like coins or ghosts, you could like kind of feel a few bumps of them going in your poltergust.
Yeah, it has rumble in it, which is kind of cool. Adds to it, makes you feel like you're really pulling something in there.
Yep.
It has some of the same mechanics as Dark Moon, like you're using that special flashlight to make things become visible. It has bosses like Dark Moon. We didn't play too long this last time, but we've played through the entire game before and seen it all. Dave & Buster's was kind of cool because we've gone there on certain nights where you pay for it and then you could just keep playing unlimited within certain hours. So we were able to play through the whole thing that way. What are some of your other thoughts on it?
I thought it was cool how like you're just playing it, and how like it was cool how like you aim stuff and like suck it up.
Yeah, aiming feels pretty cool, and it's like an on-rails shooter, which is kind of different because you have no control over where you're going most of the time. The only time you have control is sometimes there's branching paths and you'll get to pick where you go to next, which is more similar to something like House of the Dead or other arcade shooters than it is to Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, we should do a playthrough of House to the Dead.
Sure, House of the Dead's fun.
Yeah.
The version for the Wii is a lot of fun. You got House of the Dead 2 and 3 on there. So, what are some other thoughts on it?
I think it's fun, and then it just has some cool graphics, I guess, but then I sort of just don't like how it's based off Dark Moon. Like, I was thinking that maybe they could have gone make an arcade one where they have maybe both games, like, sort of combined, and make up some new ghosts for the arcade version.
Yeah, I think I might have liked to see either a mixture of both games or something new and original for the arcade. It is kind of weird. It's kind of like a hybrid where they just took the second game and said, well, how would we turn that into an arcade game instead of just coming up with an arcade game? So that's kind of interesting. Graphically, I think it's a pretty looking game. It looks good. It feels really cool when you're inside the whole thing and you're surrounded by it. It's a really neat experience. It'd be cool if they could do something like that more in your home. I guess that's kind of what VR lends itself to. Luigi's Mansion virtual reality would be really awesome, by the way. Definitely, it's one to seek out. If you see it there, give it a try, especially if you're a Luigi's Mansion fan. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's fun. It's a cool game. It does give you, I think, difficulties to select. So you could start with like the easier mansion and move up. And it has training on it. So you saw some of that in the video.
But I noticed something that's kind of weird. I noticed something that's free mansions in the arcade one, and they just like kind of sort of randomly picked them because there was a bunch in like the real Dark Moon game.
Yeah, there's more in Dark Moon, so I think they picked the 3 they wanted to work with and made one the easy one the medium one, and one the hard one.
Yeah, so first there was the like first mansion that's in the Dark Moon one, and then there was I go like the middle mansion. I think maybe I go around more in the middle of the game, and then they pick the last mansion. So I guess that was kind of a good idea.
They're good picks. Yeah, and even has some of the cooler things, like the first mansion. You can go upstairs and it has the big fish tank that you can get behind and stuff like that. So if you're a fan of the second game, like a lot of people are, then you'll really like it. Anything else?
Well, I just like how you rank it around. This feels cool.
Yeah. Basically, it's just really cool to be in that big interactive cabinet and actually be holding a poltergust. It would have been cool if they had like the seat so you could put it like you were wearing it strapped in instead of having it in front of you or something.
Yeah, when I first discovered the game wasn't when my dad showed me the video of it, and then first I thought I could like wear the poltergust and that would be way more cooler, but then it's really just like a part you hold. But it's still pretty cool.
It'd be kind of neat if they released a home version of it where you could use your motion controls on the Switch or something. I'd still play it if they had it that way, but you would lose something without having that awesome cabinet, because that makes it really cool. Yeah, so go find the missing Luigi's Mansion game that you probably haven't played yet, or if you have played it, tell us what you think about it. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time, folks.